And President Biden heads today to the southwest Florida area to see the catastrophic damage caused by Hurricane Ian.
The president will meet with local officials, including Florida's Republican Governor Ron DeSantis. NBC's Bree Jackson is live in Washington. And Bree, Biden and DeSantis have bumped heads on several issues in the past.
That's right. Good morning, Dave, Maureen. And President Biden and Governor Ron DeSantis are putting their political differences aside in order to help those impacted by Hurricane Ian. As you may recall, Governor DeSantis praised the Biden administration for declaring an emergency even before Ian made landfall. A week after Hurricane Ian tore through Florida, floodwaters in parts of the state continue to rise. Meanwhile, Floridians are getting a closer look at what's left of their homes.
This is everything we've all worked our whole life for, and it's gone in a flash. So, yeah, it's bad.
President Biden pledges to help hurricane-ravaged communities recover, committing millions of dollars in aid to Puerto Rico after touring the destruction Hurricane Fiona caused weeks ago. He'll be on the ground in Florida today to survey Hurricane Ian's wrath.
This is an American crisis. We're all in this together.
Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis, an outspoken critic of the Biden administration, says federal, state, and local leaders are working together on their response, but fears those efforts won't be enough.
So that's why we want private organizations to step up and fill some of the gap here.
Search and rescue teams are still on the ground with a focus on areas hit hardest by the storm.
Most likely we're on recovery now, and that's very difficult.
Residents in minority communities say help has been slow to arrive, leaving people to fend for themselves.
Because we are Latino, Black, poor people, working people, that's the way it is.
What are we going to do for the ones who fought through the storm and are still alive? Because if they don't get the resources, they're going to die.
Later today, President Biden will meet with survivors of Hurricane Ian. His message to those impacted: the federal government is ready to help. And a recent study shows areas with large minority populations often receive less money from FEMA compared to mostly white communities. Now, FEMA says that it takes a number of factors into consideration when considering aid requests. That includes property values, which are typically lower in minority communities. Maureen, Dave.
And Bree, we know the president will meet with local officials in Florida. Are there other visits within the state on his schedule today?
Yeah, the president does plan to meet with survivors as well as small business owners. And then later this afternoon, President Biden will deliver remarks on efforts to help Floridians recover and rebuild.
All right, Bree Jackson live for us in Washington, D.C. this morning. Thank you so much.